You know, I'm a DJ, so I do this. Hey, Whitney's got this down pat. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Do What You Like Fitness YouTube channel with Get Fit Shorty, also known as DJ Shorty Love and Dancing Yogi. Each and every other week, we bring to you people that's motivating people outside or people that's trying to improve themselves. And today we have the beautiful Porsche Thompkins. Porsche Thompkins has lost a lot of weight. Porsche Thompkins did gastric bypass surgery, and we want to share her experience and let her shed light on what it took to get there. Porsche, welcome, and thank you for being with us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Welcome.
So, Porsche, tell us a little bit about your whole weight loss journey and you know where you started. I mean, you know, I've known you all your life, so I know the story, but we want you to tell the people your story.
Okay. Well, my story is I have been heavy my whole life. Like I have never seen myself small. So it was where I got comfortable with being heavy because I started, I guess, feeling like I couldn't do it. I will never lose weight. I will never be able to eat healthy. I'm going to be fat forever. So I got comfortable with my body, comfortable with myself until about 2014 when I moved down to Florida and I met a certain someone. And it's everything that I learned to love about myself. I learned it basically, how can I say, it just all went away. I hated everything that I learned to love. So I was on this journey of, I was depressed. I was unhappy. I didn't want to go nowhere. I was even more lazy than I was before. So I actually wanted to feel good about myself one day. I was like, let me go get my hair done. I went to a salon. I met two females inside who was just so happy about all the weight they had lost. And I asked her, wow, how did you do it? Like that's, you guys look great. Like, I want to be like this. I want to be happy and smiling how you're smiling and you're happy about your weight loss journey. And so basically let me know they found a doctor in Mexico who does gastric bypass. And one girl had a gastric sleeve. The other had a bypass surgery. So I did my own research on it, on the doctor, the procedures. And then next thing I know, I done talked my mother into flying with me to Mexico. I was in Mexico. I was getting a bypass surgery. Then that itself was a journey.
Well, that's great. You know, normally I would accuse people of having gastric bypass surgeries and things like that, cheating. You know, I thought about it in the past when I was heavier and I was just like, no. And I was always even scared to do it. Like for instance, any cosmetic surgery. Once I heard about Kanye West's mom and she died after cosmetic surgery, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, so I was always, you know, afraid of it. And then, you know, as I started to work on it, I started to, you know, believe that like, if you did that, you went the cheating route. But then watching your journey, like I don't feel that way anymore about everyone that does it. Like with you, I understand because I've known you since I held you in my arms and you were always big. You were a big baby. You never, you know what I'm saying? You know how people start to grow out of it,
Yeah.
a little slim. Then when they get into their own habits as a teen, sort of like me, then they start putting on the weight. Like from birth, you were always, you know, heavy. So I understand it being really hard to try to get past that. And I look at that the same way that I used to look at, or kind of, I still look at it with, say, welfare, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to criticize people, oh, welfare, this, that. I still don't agree with you just sitting on welfare, but I know certain people that, you know, they have to take care of their kids. Maybe their kids are disabled and they can't really work a full-fledged job. They can't work a full-time job. So they need to rely on it. And in that instance, then that's okay. I understand you have to rely on it. But if you're able-bodied, you can get up and go and you can make those changes and get a job, then I feel like you shouldn't be sitting around on welfare. I get mad, I get jealous over it because I never could get
right.
work hard, you know. So it's the same thing with the weight loss. I was feeling like, yeah, I gotta work hard, you know, but like seeing your journey, you look amazing. And like to say that you weren't happy, I didn't know that because you always looked happy, you always look beautiful. Everybody always said that. Like even people see pictures of you before and after, they're just like, oh, she was beautiful, she was fine. But I understand you know it's not comfortable, you know, even if you smile and everything, people tend to say, oh, I'm big, you know, be happy with yourself or whatever. Be happy with yourself, but be proud you're big and this and that. And I always say, man, you can't tell me that I can't bend over and tie my shoe and I feel like I'm about to get dizzy or lose my breath trying to tie my shoe that's proud and I'm happy and I feel good. Nah, you can't say that. Trying to go up the steps.
I felt
That's
it's
not
comfortable being
happy.
lazy.
So yes, happy for you. How much weight did you lose?
I'm officially 144 pounds lighter.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So yes, it was a journey. And yes, it's a whole person and a baby, right? I was like, God, I lost a teenager and a baby. Jesus Christ. And but it feels amazing. Like the same way you felt about the easy way. I had a trainer. I hired a trainer to help me. Almost I started to get into the training. I want to start working out. And throughout the process, he was like, you know, you need to start eating more. You need to start doing this, doing that. I'm like, you know, my pouch is so small, I can't eat more. And he said in my face, oh, I don't care about that. You chose this easy way out. This is your problem. No one told you to do that. I don't care how proud you are of your weight loss. I don't see it because you chose. You didn't work hard for it, and this, that, and the third. So it kind of like
your trainer told you that?
Yes.
Yeah,
oh, he gotta go. Like
yeah, I don't train no more. After that, I was like, wow, like
not just physical, it's mental too. Like they're supposed to be
mentally, physically. Oh no.
Yes, it was horrible. That because even still with losing the weight, I'm still battling with my depression and my mental state of my mind of being told all these different things. And now me thinking I'm doing something so positive and I'm working towards this goal. And for you to now put that in my head, like, oh, wow. So I did take the easy way out. Oh, maybe I'm not worth this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. You know, it's just every day a struggle. You don't understand. So it's not easy. When I tell you, going from having these habits of being able to eat whatever you want, stuff whatever in your mouth, drink whatever you want to drink, to now you sitting there worrying about if I'm going to throw up. I can't even go on a date and say, wow, I'm on a date. I'm enjoying this person's company. Let me eat, because I'm so afraid to bite something. Now I might just throw up at the table. I got to run to the bathroom or this, that, and third. Or now I got the runs because I ate a piece of chocolate. You know, it's just like, it's a battle. Everything. It's not easy at all.
So what does your diet, like what does your daily intake of food look like? Like what's your breakfast, like your lunch, like, you know, could you explain that to us?
Well,
are you eating 3 meals or like 6 small meals a day? Like how?
No.
What works for you now?
I don't eat. I eat. Honestly, I'm trying to do better. Like I'm packing breakfast. I'm making smoothies. But within the last year and a half, honestly, I wasn't eating breakfast. I hardly ate lunch. And if I did, I probably ate a small thing of mashed potatoes from KFC because it was small. Or I go to Wendy's, get a baked potato. I hardly cooked at home because when I did try to cook, I'm so used to cooking these big portions that I'll eat a tiny bit of something. Like a plate is like this, like a little piece of meat, a little piece of a couple of vegetables because it's soft, a little bit of mashed potatoes, and I'm full. So this feast of food I cooked is all going in the trash the next day. So it became, my diet was fast food, but it was soft fast food. It was like mashed potatoes, a baked potato, maybe 5 French fries at McDonald's, sugar-free drink, sugar-free Jello, yogurt, just stuff like that. That was what I was eating for like a year, to be honest with you. And when I went out with people, I would eat salad so I didn't look fat. You know, I'm like, let me get a salad. And then I'll eat like 2 bites of the salad because now I'm so full because my stomach is like this big. So I only can hold 2 ounces of food. And I'm not supposed to drink and eat at the same time. And I do. So that fills me up quick. Because that's another habit. You used to be able to just eat and then drink your juice. And now it's like, no, you got to eat for 30 minutes and chew. And then you wait 30 minutes and then drink something. Let me tell you something. I ain't listening. I've been drinking and eating the whole time. So that's probably why I lost so much weight, because I don't eat. But it's hard. So it's a battle. Trust me. It is not easy.
I mean, is that supposed to last for life? Like, it's just, I mean, I know, I assume that, you know, if you could stomach it, your stomach would eventually stretch back out or whatever. And that's a fear I have too. Like if I had gotten surgery, you know, I know with my mind and my hunger, I'm always hungry. Everybody that know me, I'm always hungry. I'm always eating. You know, I would be scared that I could put it back on. But like, are you supposed to only eat 2 ounces for life? Or is that, do they tell you that's going to change from, say, even forums, people you talk to, or the doctors, or?
Well, I'm in a support group on Facebook. And some people say after 2 years, it's the same thing. I'm like a year and a half out now. Still, I am stomaching a little more. I came to learn what works for me. So I don't eat no bread. If I eat bread, it's a soft shell taco, because you know what? It's soft. When it wants to get moist, I could eat it. I'll eat that with just vegetables and maybe a light bit of meat inside of it, anything shredded. So now going from eating a half a taco, I can eat a whole taco. You know, so it's like a year and a half now. So I'm stomaching a whole soft shell taco. I won't do it hard. I don't eat much meat. Give me 2 little pieces of meat, and the rest I'll do vegetables. So I guess what they said, over the time, like maybe 2 to 3 year span, it'll go from maybe 2 ounces to 3. But I have seen people stretch and they gain the weight back. That's my phase. I did not spend all this money, all this time to sit there and stretch this thing back out to the point where I'm back at 317 pounds. So that's another mental thing as well, is that when I do feel myself eating more, I stop. Like, oh no, like, why am I able to take this in so much? Like, how am I able to eat a taco and a half now? I could eat a taco and a half last week. Oh my God, I'm fat. I'm going to gain so much weight. And then I stop eating for a whole nother day because I don't want to gain back another pound or 2. So,
yeah.
So when they do these type of surgeries, do they not have like a support system when you get this, you know, once you've gotten this done, like a nutritionist or someone to reach out and help with this of kind of guiding you in a way, you know, of the best foods to try to eat and the portions, and because that's so it's very dramatic, you know, the size of the stomach then being so small now, you know. And did they give you, I'm sure they probably told you that, you know, once your stomach has shrunk to this size, did they say like, you're not going to be able to eat, if you could eat a regular taco, now you're only going to be able to eat a half of a taco? I mean, did they give you a heads up? I'm sure they did.
They explain that stuff to you. But what it is honestly, when you do it in the States and you do it on Medicaid or your insurance, they make you do a 6-month program where you got to lose weight on your own. You got to get a nutritionist. You have to see a therapist because people lose weight and get depressed because they didn't see themselves as well, how your skin hang when you lose weight. I went to Mexico. So I didn't have to go through all of that. My job insurance said, no, we don't cover bariatric. So I found the next best thing was, okay, if I had to spend on my insurance, if they were to cover it, a lot of people said they had to spend $7,000 anyway out of pocket. I took my money and just flew to Mexico and bypassed all of that and just had to make sure my health was good. My blood work was fine, and got the surgery. And they gave me a pamphlet. Like, this is what your stage is. Like, when you through month 1 through 2. So when you done with the surgery, you only gonna have liquids. So the first 3 weeks, I was just having sugar-free liquids, water, soup. And then the next 3 weeks, you can have puree foods. So I had to eat eggs, puree, refried beans, anchovies, and stuff like that. That's soft. Then it was like you graduate through the program, and then you like, okay, now I'm here. But I didn't have my doctor, he did see me when I came back to my labs. They just said that's more important too. You got to get your labs done every 3 months, which I didn't have no one to help me through. I did it by myself, but my labs always were great. Thank God.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's even more important. I mean, I think than even the weight loss, like keeping track of your labs and your blood work. Like, that's what I focused on a lot in this whole journey with me. Yeah, I was happy with the weight, but I mean, I talk about it all the time. I can show you a little chart. It's hanging up in my kitchen, and it has the dates, and it has my weight, it has my cholesterol, it has my sugar, and all of that. So when I go in the kitchen and I glance up and look and I see the numbers down, I'm like, yes. And when I started this whole thing, the numbers just like plummeted, like, phew. And
Great.
it was never out of whack, thank God, because I was overweight. It could have been out of whack. So that's real important. Keep on top of those numbers.
Yes, and that was the thing that made me want to do it, because they was telling me, oh, you're not 30 yet at that time, but you're heavy. You don't have no health issues, but by 30, you can be a diabetic, you can have these issues, this. And I'm like, oh my God, 30 is next year. I need to get on it. Now I'm 32. And I'm like, wow, I lost all this weight I never thought I could do. But yeah, it's good. And what the thing is now, because my stomach is so small and I did a bypass, I'm supposed to be taking vitamins for the rest of my life. I have to take vitamins and B12 shots and stuff like that to just keep myself going, because the stomach is so small now, and the way they bypass it, I'll explain that to you what the difference are between the surgeries, but they bypass your stomach straight to your small intestine. So you're just eating and pooping. So that's why you don't absorb as much calories in your nutrition. So now I'm supposed to be on vitamins for the rest of my life. And let me tell you something, I don't take no vitamins. Don't listen to me. Don't let anybody follow me. Listen,
You better take your vitamins.
I'm good. I have my labs done. I'm okay. I do my I do my multivitamin and my B12 shot, and that's it. I'm not doing that. I'm all right.
All right, at least you're taking that. Wow, what else are you supposed to be taking?
Yeah.
Did they tell you
a lot of stuff. No, it's like about 6 pills.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I'm good. That's what, don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor.
Well, like, how does it feel though? Like, I mean, I know mentally it feels fine, but like even when I look at your pictures on Instagram, I'm just like, I wonder how that feels. Like, I know I felt to lose what the max I lost was 65 pounds, but like to have always been heavy, you know what I'm saying? Nothing probably, which you was really heavy, I mean, guys would say they never saw their thing. Like, it's like you almost never say, like, how does that feel?
Yes.
It's like be so much lighter. Like, just like I look at your stomach, you just have a waist. You had nothing near that before,
Yes.
How does it physically feel? That's what I'm curious.
Yeah, physically, it's a difference. Like walking up to my room now, and I'm like, oh, I was out of breath, doing things, just getting up. It's easy. My knees not hurting no more. My ankles, like my back, I feel better. It's a big weight. I was at the gym, and I ain't been to the gym in maybe almost 4 months since I had my skin removal surgery. Well, 2 months prior, then another 2 months to heal. And just to get on the treadmill and walk, and then I started running. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not sweating enough. I started running. Everybody look at me, just like, wow, like, you ain't been in the gym, so you feel better, right? You don't got all that skin and that weight on you. I'm like, it is so different. Like, my body just feels so much lighter. Like, I can just go.
That's kind of amazing.
That's great.
Yes, and I can see my hoo-ha. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm like, wow. Just looking up at me. I'm like, oh my God. Hey, like yes. I swear to God, that's how it is.
Yo, well, listen, I'm happy for you. You got a great spirit. You always did. Like, you used to call me and you just called me the other day and motivated me. I was just sitting there like, ugh, I couldn't put my finger on it. Still really can't put my finger on it, but I was out of it. And you didn't call to lecture me until you just had a conversation with me and something just clicked and it just picked me up a little bit. So, and you always did that. Even as a kid, like you were the young one, you would get on the phone with me and it's just like, wow, you always, was a mature kid to talk to.
Yeah, she ain't lying. I'll be like, so young, talking to Ray, like, yeah, you got this. You can do it.
Yeah, So, Whitney, you have any other thing to ask?
So, I assume you're not going back to that trainer, right? The one who
No.
Okay. Whoa.
And he asked me too, like, oh, I see you back in the gym. You got your skin removed. No. No.
So do you plan, like, once you have to go ahead to get back in the gym, are you looking forward to exercise? Do you have a favorite exercise that you like to do? Is it the treadmill? Is it biking? What do you enjoy? Weightlifting? Anything like that?
To be honest, I'm still learning. When I started going to the gym, it was more just on a treadmill, trying to teach myself on YouTube, on squats. I'm like, oh, I want to firm my butt. I lost so much weight so fast. My skin on my legs started hanging. My butt dropped. My arms were so long. So it was always like, oh, okay, my focus is let me do my arms. But I didn't know what I was doing. So that's when I hired the trainer. Like, you know what? Let me get a trainer. And that didn't work out. I did it for a month with him. For the whole month I paid for, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with that. So then I got my tummy tuck and my skin removed off my arms in July. So now that I'm healed, my plan is to get back in the gym. I do still like the treadmill because I feel like for some reason that makes me sweat. I need to feel sweated. But then now I found this machine you sit on and it squeezes your legs. So I was just be like, oh, it's gonna get tight again. It's gonna get tight again. You know,
adductor and adductor machine.
Yeah,
that's why you put your legs on the outside and you squeeze and work your butt and your thighs. Oh my God, I love it. And then the one you lay and you push your feet. No, look at me. Like the one you push your feet up. Yes, I like it because my focus right now is tightening up my arms, whatever little skin I do have left, and my thighs, my legs. So,
oh man, I can't wait to work out with you. I can't wait till I see you, man. I told you I'm picking you up when I see you. I'm gonna pick you up.
Right? You haven't seen her at all?
No, she lives in Florida. I have not seen her.
I'm in Florida.
Wow.
Now my aunt went with her. My aunt has seen her, Teresa, but I haven't seen her.
You seen me? I was in New York with my mother.
Oh yeah, but you
went at the hospital. But I was still transitioning.
You was you're right. We went to BBQs that day, right?
Yes.
Right. That's when
I remember I was eating a little bit of food. I'm like, a little bit.
Yeah.
But
that's true. But you're so much smaller even now. So
yeah, I'm so
like, you know what's crazy. You up then. I bet you I could pick you up now.
You probably could. I'm gonna let you too. You're right. So
and I want to go to the gym with you. I'm gonna come to Florida. We're gonna go to the gym. You're gonna come out here. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get this certified personal trainer license, and then we're gonna get it in. And I'm not gonna treat you like that guy.
Right? Don't treat me like him. And you can zoom me. Look, let me show you what I was gonna use to plot my phone up. I'm trying to go vegan too. I feel that when I eat meat now, it's so heavy. Like my stomach feels so heavy, and I'm not eating enough. But now that I'm buying these bean burrito burgers and these black bean rice burgers, and I'm putting them in a little shell with the lettuce, I'm eating the whole thing. Oh my God. Look, oh my God. I ate the whole thing.
And right? That's probably okay because you could eat a little bit more of the plant-based stuff. That's how I was getting along because I never stopped eating. Burger. Yeah, I never stopped eeating less.
So many great options out there for plant-based burgers, and there's so much you can do with that. You know?
See, that's what I need. That's what I told Ray. She's gonna get a channel with food and cooking and stuff because I want to learn. And I'm on TikTok, learn how to work TikTok. I'm like, how you use this? It's like if you use Zoom. And
check Instagram. Check Instagram and TikTok. I finally did another food video just for you, and then I'm gonna also put it as a story on our YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I learned. You know what? I was trying to post it all day, and I don't get a good signal, and it was stuck in my phone all day. It just went up right before we started this meeting. So if you go on TikTok, it's on TikTok and it's on Instagram. But I gotta put it to our YouTube channel too. It's only a minute.
What is it though? Which food?
I made the other day, this weekend, I made tofu and some asparagus and some sweet potatoes. But the conversation we had the other day, she was saying, you know, she went shopping and she bought a bunch of stuff, but she don't know what to do with it. She don't know how to season it to make it taste good. She know I cook. She likes my food. She know it looks good, and she's eating food even before plant-based. So she said she want to see us show more, which we were doing, but we've been doing so many interviews. So I said, okay, I'm gonna start to try to do it again, and Whitney too. So
because coconut. Have you ever used coconut aminos? They're fantastic for seasoning.
No, I never heard of that.
There's a sriracha that's really good. That's very low sodium, no sugar. That's one of my favorites to like season my tofu with, that we do in the air fryer with no oil. And it's just with these amazing seasonings. It's good stuff.
See, that's the thing.
So much you can do with plants. And
I'm looking forward to y'all channel now. Y'all gonna put that up there and show us what tofu, what's the difference between a firm one and that other one? You know, I need to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a little hack also that if you put your tofu in the freezer and then you thaw it out and do it in the air fryer, if you like the texture of chicken, it gets a texture like chicken. Some people say it feels like chicken. To me, I try not to think about chicken because I can't stand chicken. Because I'm vegan. But it gets a texture kind of like chicken. So when you cook it in the air fryer or on the stove, it has a completely different texture than regular tofu. Kind of interesting.
Oh wow.
There's a
See, that's how I feel. How you feel about the weight loss is the easy way out? I feel that same way about vegans. Let me take y'all there. I feel like if you're gonna cut out chicken, why are you eating stuff to make it look like chicken or making it to,
that's what Tyrone says too. Well, she doesn't. She's full vegan.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
I don't want anything that tastes or resembles ground beef, chicken. These people eat this fake fish. That makes me want to vomit. Like, no, just give me good old plants.
Yes.
Grains, beans, seeds, nuts. Yeah, I'm not into anything tasting like a piece of meat.
See, there you go. That's how I figured. That's why I got the raw book. I said, I'm not going to sit up here and go make no flour bowl, make it look like a chicken or deep fried mushrooms, call it chicken nuggets. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to tease myself because all it's going to do is make me want to go back and try the real chicken because I'm not tasting the real thing. If that's not what I want to eat and clear my body of it, should I just be focused on the vegetables and stuff like that? That's how I see it.
A lot of the meats too, these fake meats have so much sodium. So it's, you have to really check that too, because they're not so healthy. Look at the sodium content, some of these veggie burgers, some of these faux meats, the seitan, they can have up 500, 5,000, you get 5,000 milligrams of sodium in a package, it's, you just really have to read the labels and see how things are made. And it's always better just to cook it yourself, or stay away from the fake meats.
Yeah, it's right. You hear
that?
Hey, listen, I don't do it that often.
No, she doesn't anymore. You ate it for a while, but I think now I feel like you don't really eat it that much anymore.
I mean, I might have it like every 2 weeks, like I'll try to make a little spaghetti thing or whatever. But recently, I told you, I crumbled up the tofu and put it in the sauce. And I said, and I did add some of the impossible meat, but I was like, next time I don't even need the impossible meat. I'm just crumble it up. And it kind of resembled, it looked like a bolognese. Remember I was saying that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. But you can also use lentils instead. I've done a lentil bolognese, and I think I actually have that on the YouTube channel. I think I did a lentil bolognese on there, where just lentils, or you could also crumble up tempeh, which is fermented tofu, or fermented soybeans. And you can cook it, saute it on the stove, and then you could just add it into your tomato sauce, and however it is you make your tomato sauce for your, we like to have zucchini noodles instead of pasta.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I get the spiral
zucchini. That'll be our next recipe today. That's why I said we should do our zucchini bolognese, vegan bolognese.
Okay, yes. I want to try it with the tofu.
Yeah.
I just want moms of real noodles, but it's okay. So we can't eat real noodles?
Really, and there's so many options out there now. You can do chickpea pasta, you can do quinoa pasta. If that's something that you really, really love.
The bonza noodles?
Bonza.
I bought a box. You know what? And it's actually, that stuff's still too heavy for my stomach. Like I could eat on it's thick.
That's why you should try the zucchini noodles.
Yeah.
Zucchini noodles, absolutely. We have a spiraler, and you spiral those in like angel hair.
But how you get it where it's not too soggy?
Don't cook it. Don't cook it at all.
Oh, don't cook it. Okay.
Just put the hot spaghetti sauce on top of it and let that heat up. Don't cook it at all.
Oh, okay. That's what I ain't like.
When I first was doing it, it was mushy. Ty realized that. Even Ty likes that.
Well, I'm gonna try it, but I ain't gonna cook because I did it once and it was so mushy. I was like, ew.
Yeah, no, don't cook them. Don't cook them.
Yeah, don't cook them or it will turn to mush.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you through a tour. I'm gonna do a video and take a tour through my seasoning cabinet. Portia was like, "What seasonings you use?" And I was like, "I have a my cabinet is overflowing with seasonings. You know, some are good, but most of them are good, and some are not so good." So, what type of surgery did you choose to go? You said gastric bypass, right? But I hear different types of surgeries. Like on my Instagram, I see people tag, I think it's VSG and G something. And I always assume that that's some sort of weight loss surgery thing, but I never was really sure. So which one are you, or which one did you do? And why did you choose? Like, what's the difference?
The VSG is a vertical sleeve. And I did the gastric bypass, which is known as RNY. So the difference in the two is the gastric sleeve, they take your stomach and they cut it to the size of a banana. So your stomach is like this long. And then they remove the other part, toss it out your body. And that one is good. It's a very effective weight loss surgery, as you can see, but it's good for people who have a BMI under 35. If you have a BMI 40 and up, to lose more weight within that year and a half, instead of 70%, you lose 80 to 90%, you will do the bypass, which they take your stomach and it's an egg size, and then they take your small intestines and connect it to it. Like I was explaining to you, it bypass through, right through. So what you're eating, you're pooping out so quick. So as gastric sleeve, they can eat and they still get their nutrition and all that stuff because it's still going through their normal, system. Far as us, we have to take vitamins for the rest of our life, but I was explaining because we're not getting that, we're just bypassing it. So I chose that one. I was like, "Ooh, take vitamins, lose weight, keep it off for a longer period of time, or a possibility I can do a sleeve and not lose as much weight as I want, and then I'll still be heavy, and I did the surgery, and I have to go back and get my sleeve turned into a gastric bypass." So that was one of the other big issues on my group, was that a lot of people were getting the sleeve, but they wasn't losing enough weight. And then they was gaining like 50% of the weight back by the year and a half mark. So I was like, I'm not going to spend all that money to get that weight back. So I'm going to go this route instead of having to pay $5,500 on this. And I got to go back and pay another on this because I'm going to keep losing weight. So I had to take the very effective way and did a bypass.
Well, you better take your vitamins.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared, y'all, right?
I mean, at least you're taking a multi, but yeah, don't be scaring me, man. I need you. I need you, little cuz.
And eat your
I take my vitamins, my multivitamin. I do a calcium one here and there.
Take them.
A lot of water?
No, I'm trying. That is one of my new goals as well. Because I don't drink a lot. I don't eat a lot. I don't drink a lot. So I drink when I'm thirsty. And I was trying to learn to don't do that. They tell you take a bottle of water and just sip. Just keep sipping. Just keep sipping. I don't want to sip. I want to gulp my water. I'm so used to just do a bottle of water. And now I'm like, and putting it down and doing it again. And it's just, I don't like it. They tell me not to use straws no more. I use straws. Don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor, but I use straws. And I'm like,
why shouldn't you use a straw?
Because you're drinking too much. It's because you're just assuming you're not giving yourself time to sip, I guess. So you're just intaking so much and you're going to fill your pouch up. And when you fill it up, it hurts.
I feel like I'd gulp a lot more faster.
Yes.
I actually do. And you can hear it when I do. So
I try to go too. I'm sitting there drink my water. Oh, no.
Anybody that knows me well, it's a quiet when I drink. It's like you hear it. I don't know why. 5
miles away drinking.
Yep.
Yes.
Whitney always laughs. Whitney always laughs at it, and then Tyrone just look at me and be like, "Damn."
I can hear your throat. Yes, but I'm used to that, and you can't do that no more. You gotta sip everything, and it's like I don't want to sip it. So I just stopped drinking. I just literally drink when I'm thirsty. So honestly, I probably drink maybe a bottle a day. Which is not good. I'm trying. I did a 30-day goal to put more water into my diet. and stop just drinking. I don't even drink juice and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't really drink. I only eat when I'm hungry. I only drink when I'm thirsty, and that's not good. I need to do better.
You don't find yourself thirsty more often than that, though? I mean, I understand your stomach can't take you, but you're not like parched. You're not thirsty.
No, I'll be hungry. I'm like,
And you're out there in the Florida heat. You're not thirsty.
I'm in AC all day, sweetheart. This is Florida. We're driving everywhere. Then when I get out of my car, I'm into an AC store. Then when I get it to work,
not on a subway platform or walking.
Yeah, I'm not walking. It's AC everywhere. This is a central air state. I'm like, no, but I do keep a water in my car. It'd be hot as hell when I'm like, ooh, I'll just take a sip of that. Or I'll stop at a gas station here and there and I'll grab a bottle of water, or a 0-calorie Red Bull, and I'll drink that. But I'm doing better. Look, I'm doing better. I am. I got my 30-day goals. I'm drinking more water.
And you're talking
a whole case.
And you're talking about it. I think that helps when you talk about it, and they say talking about it helps us manifesting. Like I just keep going back to the conversation the other day when you called me. You just called me out the blue, and I was tired. I wasn't doing nothing, and the phone rang, and I was just like, Porsche calling me. Porsche don't even call me that much. Let me see what's going on.
No, I'm like, and I don't know what made me call, but I was just sitting there on the patio. And that's another thing, drinking alcohol after the surgery. Oh my God. You are a lightweight. One drink, it's over. So they tell you too, don't drink because you can become an alcoholic after this surgery. I don't know what made me tell you that, but in case someone is watching this and they are starting to pick up on drinking, you can turn to an alcoholic after the surgery because your body is like, it takes so fast to alcohol, like it consumes it so fast. And they tell you, be very light. And then if you mix it with like a sugary drink, I mean, I'm supposed to have sugar with the bypass surgery. So if I was to buy a margarita, my body starts to shake and I sweat, not from the alcohol, but from the sugar. So now I drink straight. And I get this cranberry juice.
So you're not supposed to have a lot. I mean, I know sugar's not good for you, period, but
no.
You're not supposed to have sugar?
No sugar. We was sugar-free everything for the rest of your life. Supposed to, or nothing past 2 grams of sugar. 3 grams the most. Yeah, it's a lot of counting and all that stuff. I don't do it. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying.
This is good information to tell people.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I don't want nobody to be like, she doesn't do it. She's okay. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. But I'm saying I don't. I still eat M&Ms here and there. I'll drink me a drink here and there, and I'm okay.
All right, well, you better stay okay. I can't wait to come out there and work out. I'm gonna have to take a weekend. I'm gonna come out there for like 2 days and we going to the gym. Get me a pass.
Yes, teacher. I'm on Janice's pass. I gotta go get me a pass.
What gym? What gym you go to? What gym you go to?
But at my complex where I live, we have a gym. Like everything out here, the good thing, I love Florida. All the apartment complex come with a gym, pool. So I was working out here and paying a guy to come here to teach me, my workouts. And now to stop being lazy and actually get out in front of people, I go to Planet Fitness with Janice some days.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll get on FaceTime at the gym one day.
Okay, definitely. That teach me because I don't know what I'm doing. I just learned that little leg machine. I'm gonna get back on that tomorrow. I'm gonna be like,
thank you for supporting our channel. I'm glad you actually find it very interesting. You stay on top of it because you tell me what we're posting, what we're not posting, what you miss, so that's how I know you're paying attention.
Yes, I love it. I'm happy to be on it. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really hoping I inspire someone else because you know what? It's not the easy way out. If you do not have the discipline like these lovely young ladies, you can get yourself a bypass surgery or gastric sleeve in Mexico. If your insurance do not cover it, you can get one. Don't let them hold you back here. Well, do not let these states not let you be great. Go to Mexico. They treated me so well out there. The hospital was beautiful. The doctor was great. I had no complications afterwards. I'm doing great.
Well, tell them they better give you a plug for that. Give you a percent.
Right? You want my doctor? Follow my YouTube channel.
Wait, tell us what's your Instagram if anybody wanna.
Oh, my Instagram is simply me _00.
Now you haven't
I have to following
Hmm?
you.
I think it's simply me __00. What is it?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Jesus.
Yes, that's it. Followed by DJ. Yep. Simply me.
It's 2 underscores, right?
So it's hard to tell at a glance, but
I know. It's like, I think it's
you are
one to me.
simply me. I think it is 2. That's a pretty
it's 2
big.
underscores.
It's a really long one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2.
0. Got it. All right.
All right.
I just requested to follow you.
Thank you. And I'm gonna add you and follow you back, Whitney.
Because you haven't started the YouTube channel yet, right?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to get the courage to sit in front of a camera like this, but I'm like, oh, this is great. This is so much fun. I could do this.
Yeah.
You should do it. Do it. We'll be your first followers.
Okay, great. So when I start the channel, I'm gonna let you ladies know.
Yeah, get to the gym, show your progress. And I mean, they missed the other progress, but you can show old pictures and then you could just show what you're doing now. Your changes,
Yeah.
diet, your workouts, you know, when you get them legs tight. Tight.
Trying to get them tight. Oh my God. In his arms.
Yeah. But all right, listen, I wish you continued success. I hope you can stay focused on it. I know you will. You talk to me, I'll talk to you. You ever want to talk to Whitney? She's a nutrition coach.
Oh, see, look, I got one. Hey.
Yeah, she is. Maybe y'all should link up and you can be her client or something.
Anything. Reach out.
Yes, because I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm working on mine. I'm not there yet, but she has hers. So yeah, definitely stay in contact.
Oh, I definitely will.
All right. Thank you.
You look great. So keep going.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
I look great.
Thank you.
Mwah.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.